Hey everybody, John here, and have you heard of USPS flat rate boxes? If you haven't yet, let me introduce you. So this is a small USPS flat rate box, and it's got certain dimensions. The boxes are free, you just pay to ship it. It says here on the box the maximum weight is 70 pounds. Can I fill this up with enough to hit the weight limit? It's a pretty small box, I'll say it. I've been telling everybody I know about this. My dad suggested getting some lead shot. He said a little bag of lead shot's like 25 pounds. You get a few of those in there, surely it works. He doesn't know how small the box is. So I started loading it up with just the heaviest stuff that I know. Mariah suggested putting some Snorlaxes in there. My big baby boys. They don't really fit though. Let's do some math, right? We can take a box, measure it, but we don't even need to measure it because it tells us here the inner dimensions. 5 3/8, 8 5/8, 1 5/8. First of all, inches, crazy stuff going on here. But let's take this and calculate the volume, what kind of density material we would need. Let's do this analysis for all the boxes. We got small, medium, and large, and we actually have two types of medium. One side loading, one top loading. We'll just use the medium box that has the largest volume for all future correspondence about medium boxes. So we're looking at all the volumes here and we see actually small box, pretty small. Let's gather up our favorite materials, things we know, like water, 1 gram per cubic centimeter, elements, the Earth's core, the sun's core. Let's put them all together. Could we put a rectangular prism of lead in here and it hits 70 pounds? No. No, the answer is no, we need something heavier. What if we went to the heaviest element that occurs on Earth, osmium? Even if you used osmium, which is about 22.6 grams per cubic centimeter, you could not hit 70 pounds. Can you believe it? USPS is telling us 70 pounds is the limit. The real limit is the dimensions of the box. That's right, so with osmium, we only hit 61.5 pounds. In the medium and large boxes, you can admittedly hit the weight limit much more easily. If you filled a medium box with lead, yeah, that's over the 70-pound weight limit. It's the same weight limit for all the boxes. I was talking with my friend Rouse and he said, what if you really pack it full, you kind of make it bulge out? First of all, USPS says, please do not modify these boxes. But let's take Ross's idea to the extreme. Let's bulge out the box until it's a sphere. That is to say, if we had the same amount of cardboard as this rectangular prism, converted that surface area into the shape that maximizes the volume, a sphere. You know, that's why bubbles are spheres. Could we fill it up with something and hit that 70-pound weight limit? Unfortunately, cardboard doesn't bend like sphere too well. Let's also look at a cube, the most planar shape that maximizes volume per given surface area. No, you can, if they were in the shape of a cube or a sphere, hit it with actually pretty normal metals. That's kind of interesting, right? So you think about this, you think about all this right here, it's not a very tall or depthy box. The medium and large boxes are much bigger. I haven't even tried folding up a medium box here. You can see it's just that much bigger than the small box. Is this even going to appear on the camera? I don't know. Look at that big difference in size. Okay, now before I go, do you have any other questions about USPS rates, flat or otherwise? I'd love to dig into this. Let me know if you want me to chat with any USPS agents. Let me know down in the comments. You take care now. Bye.